You gonna shoot her over a punch? Today we're gonna react to a death battle about Maka from Soul Eater, and I think the girl name is RWBY. I have never seen that show, so I'm about to find out something, and then we gonna see what this death battle looking like. But let's get to it. All right, y'all, this is death battle: RWBY Rose versus Maka Albarn, RWBY versus Soul Eater. I never seen that. Is that like, I don't know who RWBY is. I'm not sure, but let's get to it, man. I can't wait, bro. I love me a death battle, and I like Maka. Soul Eater was cool, but I wish it was Black Star.
RWBY Rose versus Maka Albarn.
The battle of spunky teens with oversized gardening tools. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
The best size eater of all time is Cole from Ninjago. That's the dope right there. Y'all know.
When Mama Boomstick read me bedtime fairy tales.
Okay.
Stories of heroes and warnings about eating those little berries and quicksand. So much quicksand.
Yet in the world of Remnant, fairy tales are real. Here, huntresses do battle with monstrous Grimm, and there was nothing more exciting than that to RWBY Rose.
Daughter to the world-renowned huntress, Summer, who disappeared. Little Red really wanted nothing more than to be a
Little Red Riding Hood.
Her dedication paid off. Admitted into Beacon Academy 2 years ahead, a premier school for huntsmen and huntresses, RWBY clearly showed prodigious talent.
He's
Not
cooking
just
and drinking
that,
milk.
She's got the weapon geek gene just like yours truly. RWBY doesn't leave home without her trusty Crescent Rose.
Okay.
It may look like a high-tech scythe, and it is, but it's also a gun. RWBY made Crescent Rose herself. It's like a dance between Grim Reaper's Choice and a bolt-action sniper rifle.
What? A dance is fitting, as huntsmen are locked in a never-ending waltz in their battle with the Grimm.
Crescent Rose can switch between sniper and scythe at the press of a button. RWBY's an old hand at flinging and moving it exactly how she wants, despite it being, like, bigger than she is. How does she do it with those noodle arms? The girl can't even throw a punch.
Well, she might not need to, given the strength of her aura. All living beings in Remnant have an aura, except dark creatures like Grimm, though not all of them can utilize it in combat without extensive training. See, aura forms a barrier that blocks fatal blows and even heals wounds.
It can make weapons stronger too. When RWBY slaps a cartridge
aura farming gotta get stronger.
Rose, her aura lights up nature's wrath in man's hand.
Dramatic, but accurate. This does represents the base elements of the world: fire, electricity, ice, wind, anti-gravity. Does that last one count?
Rule of cool, Wiz. She's got the eyes of a hawk, and when she shoots you with dust,
teleportation.
A bullet wound's the last thing you'll be worried about. With enough of a boost, ice dust can freeze over whole mechs, and she can power her kicks to crater military-grade steel.
A person's aura may be limited, but RWBY can keep track of hers with this handy health bar on her smartphone.
RWBY blasted through Huntress classes with flying colors. Almost right away, she was appointed the leader of her own group, with Weiss Schnee, Blake Belladonna, and Big Sis Yang Xiaolong.
Okay, RWBY sound like that.
I get it. Team RWBY.
But RWBY's hope for many years of learning with her friends would be dashed as evil machinations spread like wildfire. And with a flash of silver light, Beacon had fallen.
RWBY's friends? Dead. Her school? Totally wrecked. Her sister? Disarmed. All because of a lover's spat that went way too far.
Salem saw the world divided, and it was time to say goodbye to any happily ever after.
But RWBY wouldn't give up like that, so she set off to change the world.
Even as Crescent Rose began to feel heavier and heavier. Could she really save the world like her fairy tale heroes? All she did is what she's always done and never stopped moving forward.
Because I think she can. She got a sniper on her gun. She needed. She had to improve her semblance too.
Right. While aura is essentially the manifestation of one's soul, the semblance is an expression of their personality.
Basically, it's a superpower farmed by aura, and RWBY's got super speed.
Aura farming in the show.
A teleport? Or what is she doing exactly?
Close. This is Petal Burst, a mixture of speed, teleportation, and intangibility. RWBY can rocket from one point to another in milliseconds.
Yeah, I don't think Maka's gonna win this one.
Sort of. According to Best Robo Girl Penny, RWBY's semblance is extremely complex and variable. It involves breaking her body down to its molecular components before zooming off in complex paths,
I don't think Maka's gonna win,
the laws of mass entirely.
AKA Super Speed Plus. And Nora's best
crazy.
girl. RWBY's Petal Burst is so quick she can make flying missiles look completely still.
She look like Sonic.
Good luck tagging her with a bullet. Or a breadstick.
She is certainly quick enough to give Emerald and Mercury a hard time, and they've dodged actual lightning.
She's faster than Blake, who could keep up with the most cringe faunus of all. Adam Taurus.
Well, he did draw his sword fast enough to parry an actual particle beam. In real life, such a beam is created by accelerating charged particles to just under light speed.
So, that's impressive.
With such
this is the aura farming show, basically.
RWBY could safely shine her smile for years, even as she carried the fate of Remnant across the world. To her friends, she was a beacon of hope.
Well, yeah, because she's got one more superpower. Her silver eyes.
And another one.
Just like her mom, RWBY inherited them from the god of light as a weapon against negative anti-life energy, like the evil goop Grimm spawned from. Just a wink and blam! Sayonara, Dragon of Darkness!
But RWBY's skills didn't falter after her time at Beacon. As she journeyed across Remnant, she leveled up to compete with all sorts of powerful magic and mechanized foes. Her team could even match the Ace Ops, an elite squad of longtime professional huntsmen.
Including Harriet, whose super speed semblance was totally outclassed by Petal Burst. And Vine, whose aura was strong enough to contain a bomb that was about to decimate the whole city of Mantle. Man, these are some pretty powerful auras.
Though it's important to remember, RWBY is only 17 years old. The weight of being a leader, a savior, and a huntress like her mother would get heavier and heavier and heavier.
She got over it. Rat on her arm. Let her go.
Taking Crescent Rose firmly in hand and sending a message of unity to the rest of the world.
Is that a rat on her arm?
RWBY had finally left the fairy tale behind, taking one more step toward the day we've waited for.
Okay, I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed seeing that one. Alright, let's see Maka. Let's see Maka, bro. RWBY sounded pretty OP, and from what I remember, Maka, I don't think she can hang with her, bro. I don't know. I could be wrong though.
Fast to becoming a Kishin.
Destructive gods mutated from good-natured souls.
My boy Black Star, man.
Plunge the world into chaos and madness. If only someone could stop them.
Bing bong! It's the DWMA. Welcome to Death Weapon Meister Academy, where death rules! Literally, his name is Death.
Here, Lord Death tasks humans to become spiritually talented meisters of demon weapons.
AKA people who are also a weapon. No, really, they transform into weapons.
He's cool
guns,
too.
Ninja stars, hammers, you name it. A Meister weapon pair kills and consumes lost souls to keep the Kishin away. Jack the Ripper? More like Jack the Fraud.
And so, the demon weapon Soul was paired with the dutiful rising star, Maka Albarn.
Talk about your classic teacher's pet. The kind of girl who leaves an apple on the desk and goes, "Teacher, you forgot to give us homework," and then we jump them.
As if Soul's any better. A weapon who's too concerned with being cool to do any real work.
Hey, Soul's not just any
He was horrifying too.
He's a Scythe, and he's got his sights on upgrading to the highest level of Death Scythe.
Which would be a high honor. And lucky for Soul, Maka always aims high.
With that common goal, Maka and Soul formed the Dream Team. All they needed was 99 Kishin eggs and the soul of a witch. Easy, right?
Maybe, since Maka is extraordinarily perceptive at spotting and examining souls. She can detect spiritual presences from millions of yards away, and can discern its nature, stability, and emotions.
She was crazy, that person.
Hard, but their styles kind of weird. Okay, so Maka guides Soul in the direction she wants to go, but Soul, the Scythe, does all the actual movements himself. Maka's the Meister, Soul's the weapon.
Like conductor and instrumentalist, a Meister weapon pair cannot work in harmony without.
I might rewatch Soul Eater, bro.
Too bad their teamwork sucked. They fumbled the easiest chance for Death Scythe status, F-.
Maka just could not get in tune with Soul's wavelength. She was skilled, sure, more skilled than most.
Keyword, most. There were plenty of rivals showing her up, like Black Star and Tsubaki.
Black Star, really puts a damper on the straight A's when this show-off is doing better than you.
It was up to Maka and Soul to improve their teamwork through Soul Resonance.
What I said about wavelength wasn't metaphorical. Rather, wavelengths are the means with which Meister and weapon draw strength through each other. Think of two wavelengths as different emotional amplitudes that must merge in one alignment.
If the Meister's the guitar and the weapon's the amp, then they create a feedback loop to increase its frequency. That's Soul Resonance.
Soul Resonance creates a telepathic link and surges their strength and speed.
And preps them for cool scythe moves like the Witch Hunt Slash, a big energy strike that puts the L in evil.
As the name implies, it works especially well against witches and other evil creatures. It's not exclusive or anything.
It's actually really
don't discriminate now. Come on, everybody can get it.
Rare anti-demon wavelengths. Basically, being a goody little two-shoes gets her the power of purity or whatever.
Maka and Soul were becoming a synchronized unit.
They still ain't nothing with black, so I don't
one
care.
would sometimes need to rein in the other's idiotic habits.
And the other guys gotta stop their annoying overthinking, Wiz.
But everything changed after a unique encounter with
Chrono
Chrono,
was
which
tough.
nearly
That
killed
sword?
Soul.
Now Soul had an ogre pal in his head, waiting for him to swing on over and play the piano. Yep, Soul got infected with black blood.
Black blood was specially brewed as a weaponizable blood. It hardens and strengthens its user's body inside and out, increasing their physical ability. They can
Chrono
even
was
block
no
blades
joke.
with their bare skin.
Too bad it comes with a little side effect of madness with a capital M.
A force of fear and sadness all living things possess, which
With a
threatens to
capital
ruin
M.
the world.
So it was kind of a big deal that Maka was bummed by how she got Soul in a jam. But thanks to Soul, she got over it and even welcomed in their new little ogre buddy.
Now when Soul plays his grand piano,
yeah.
their soul resonance sings even louder through the black blood.
Giving Maka all the perks of black blood too, even the crazy parts.
Oh, God.
Bet you didn't expect that, Crona.
Wow, I don't remember
Evil
going crazy
saw
like
their
that. That's kind of
plans
crazy.
through. The Kishin Asura had arrived. Madness
Yep.
was spreading everywhere.
So Maka and Soul had to lock in and upgrade their witch hunt to the even stronger demon hunt slash. They went on even more missions to reap souls with classmates like Blackstar,
Blackstar.
and that guy outran his own shadow.
Perhaps the most obvious evidence ever of faster than light speeds, and Maka could finally keep up with him.
Pair that with her fight with the demon tool Gopher, who could obliterate whole mountains, and
Oh
you've
my.
got one hell of an ass kicker.
And yet, Maka's relationship with Soul still faltered. Soul was the real star here. Even other Meisters were trying to take him as a weapon, away from Maka.
I mean, he literally moves himself, so Maka couldn't help but wonder if she was holding him
That is
back all
facts.
along.
I
But
mean, walking
Soul
around.
said the truth. In all of their missions, their teamwork was the key to their victory. An orchestral performance is only as good as the one conducting. And so, their wavelengths played in harmony, and Maka donned a dress of black blood.
It's an armor literally made of blood.
I don't even remember
and it
this
lets
part.
Maka fly around and shoot out her soul as an epic sound wave.
What?
So freaking metal.
At the same time, Soul
just
discovered
happened?
he could hack souls and directly transmit Maka's anti-demon wavelengths, basically shutting their enemy completely down
Bro, how do I not
through
remember
Soul
this?
Adagio.
And they finally achieved Death Scythe. The dream's here, baby.
So when Krona's own black blood reached its final stage, Maka and Soul flew to the moon. A moon small and unassuming, but so dense it has the same mass
Was this
as the
only in
planet
the-
itself.
isn't that
The very
Shinra?
world's sanity was at stake.
Didn't Shinra pray
Crona
the
might have
moon?
gone insane, but Maka still reached out to their new friend's Soul until the Kishin showed up to ruin everything. Come on, Asura, they're having
Was
a
this in the
moment
manga?
here.
They flew to the moon?
Timing, bro.
In what would
Bro, I
be
don't know if this was
Maka's
in the manga.
final
Maybe I'm
exam,
tripping.
Maka, Soul, and
Am I
all
tripping?
of their friends faced off against
Yeah,
the
I don't
Kishin.
remember that part, but I
And
don't know if
she
flying to the
passed.
moon.
A+. Maka pulled her weight and perfected her teamwork with Soul. Their
Yeah.
wavelengths were pitch perfect.
Asura did everything he could to separate them, crater them into the moon, punch holes in Maka's chest,
The
tamper
moon?
their souls with madness.
They wasn't
And
going to
each
the moon
time
in the
they
anime, were
successfully
they?
realigned their wavelengths.
Until they kicked his ass with one final upgrade. The Kishin Hunt Slash. Maka
I gotta watch this.
Chop! Now that's what I call absolute cinema.
Because a sound soul dwells within a sound mind and body. So should you feel overwhelmed by evil's roars,
Yes,
just
sir.
write 4242 564 whenever you want to knock on death's door.
That was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. Can't lie.
Congratulations to us.
What happened? What
Wiz,
happened?
your ego is showing.
It always is. And why not? This death battle is episode 200.
Wow.
Well, yeah, it's a
The big
deal,
200.
so we've got a big discount on our website to
Oh,
celebrate.
Death Battle,
That's
bro. I bought this since I was a
www.deathbattle.gg.
kid, OP.
Website members already get awesome deals like exclusive Death Battle merch, the whole episode archive, including
Wow.
episodes not on YouTube, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes goodies. And if you
The
sign
Demon
up
Slayer
today,
and
you can
Doom
use
were-
our
oh,
code
not Demon Slayer,
DB200 to get
Chief and Doom was
20%
fire.
off.
You can only grab this discount in the next 2 weeks, so use code DB200 to get 20% off your website membership.
That
as
My
soon
Hero
as
one
you
was
can.
fire too.
Where
with,
else are you
Miles.
gonna find such absolute cinema?
Cinema.
No, really, we made an absolute cinema desk mat that's on the store. Cool as fuck.
That's actually cool. Yeah, that's a cool picture, bro. But I ain't gonna lie. Before I go into this, I'm gonna have to go with RWBY, bro. I think RWBY. I don't know. Death Star. I don't know. I'm gonna go Ruby. I'm gonna go Ruby, bro.
All right, the combatants.
She got a sniper on her gun.
Run the data through all
She's
possibilities.
fast. She can
It's
teleport.
time for a scythe battle.
Was she destroying as much thing as Maka was? I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, it's official. This is
I don't
so
know.
not cool.
Oh,
I'm gonna go
come on,
Ruby,
Soul.
bro.
Our target should be here, so try helping out.
But I know Maka, bro. I'm gonna go Maka because I know Maka. I'm gonna go Maka. Maka, I actually know her, bro. I just don't remember her like doing all that stuff. Like,
Little Red Riding Hood, your humanity has strayed from its just path.
This looks nice, by the way.
Oh my gosh, your boyfriend turns into a scythe. Oh, that's so cool. Your soul is ours.
your soul dog sounds really crazy, actually. Oh no. She got a sniper on her gun. Maybe I should have picked her.
I like my soul.
Let's go,
face.
Maga. Get active, Maga. Oh yeah. The battle of the scythes. Ooh.
Won't lie, Red. Your moves are sick, but too slow for my Meister.
Man, we're
You haven't
talking.
seen anything yet.
His weapon is talking.
She's quick, but we can handle it.
Oh no. Don't use your strongest move yet. That means y'all cooked. Ooh. Yeah, I made the wrong choice, y'all. I overthought it. You always pick the person with a gun. Ooh. Oh my gosh, they getting to it. Dang. She got hands.
Stop hitting
You gonna shoot her? Over a punch? Hold on.
here.
Yeah, that's fire, bro. Woo! Okay, Maka. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh god. Play that piano, my boy. Oh damn. The black blood suit. Let's go. Let's go.
Interesting. Her soul forms a barrier. Try helping out.
Relax.
Oh, he can manipulate it. But yeah, I definitely think we're gonna win now. But I'm Team Maka still, man. I don't care. Hey, hey. Let's go, Maka. Oh yeah. Oh, that was kind of scary. Hold on now.
Sorry, but I'll never stop fighting.
Oh no.
I'm Ruby Rose, and I
Ruby
am
Rose.
a huntress.
Soul,
We got Ruby Rose out here, bro.
Ruby!
Oh, her eyes, dang. Oh no.
Damn it, she's
The black, that's with the black blood. I didn't think about that. Oh! No, she still teleported away. Oh no. Maka won? Let's go!
Soul. Ruby Rose, huh?
Not a Ruby Rose. Let's go.
KO! Rest in peace, Ruby. But
Let's
hey,
go.
it's not often you get to see scythe-on-scythe action like that.
Let's break this down with the four
Yeah,
categories that best
I made the right
represent
choice,
this
I
matchup.
guess.
First,
I did pick
strength.
Maka.
Or a supercharged
So I gotta give me
Ruby
that one,
strength
bruh.
way higher than you think, like kicking this Grim through steel.
Yeah.
But Maka's soul resonance could match Gopher.
That's why I
destroyed
switched Loki
mountains.
because of
Now,
that
Team
exact
RWBY
reason,
did
bro. I was
defeat
like,
Vine,
what was she
whose aura
destroying?
contained
Like, you
a
know what I
bomb
mean?
that could have wiped out a city.
Adding up their flight speed and how far Harriet said they'd have to fly to avoid the blast, that's a 366 kiloton bomb.
TNT.
It's possible Ruby's own aura possesses a similar level of, say, energy strength, though her semblance obviously can't replicate what Vine did.
Hey, Black Blood Maka got blasted by Asura into the moon.
Yeah.
It's small, but its mass is the
I
same
don't
as
remember her going
Earth's,
to the
right?
moon.
Putting Asura's strikes at 2 quadrillion tons of TNT, over 5 billion times higher than Vine.
So, Maka takes strength,
Okay.
but speed wasn't as clear-cut. Ruby's
Yeah.
a fast little gal. Maka
she
kept
can
up with
teleport.
Blackstar, faster than Shadows and whatnot. But as they improved their skills, Ruby and her friends could outspeed Atom.
Who blocked a particle beam. Though given the distance and time to react, Adam moved about 42% the speed of light. Not quite faster than your own shadow territory. Still, RWBY's Petal Burst has become far faster than this over time, and clearly gives more than a 2-time speed increase on top of that 42%, making her well past light speed.
Definitely enough to take on Harriet, who was all about speed. Angry speed.
This isn't to say Maka couldn't keep up thanks to Soul Resonance, but Petal Burst makes this comparison close enough to call it a tie. And their speed would be key to winning in skill.
Come on, Wiz. Call it what it really is. It's Scythery.
That's not a word.
Maka's Scythery was pretty good, but Soul does all the movement for her. As a Meister, she was mostly a guide.
It's easy to assume that RWBY's Scythery was superior. She's entirely self-sufficient at dancing with her weapon.
Soul's own control is still a factor here, but it doesn't change that RWBY's been swinging that thing for way longer than Maka. RWBY's got Scythery in the bag.
Perhaps this edge would be enough for RWBY to avoid Maka's far greater strength if she had the better powers.
So, Aura's really cool. Barriers, healing, superpowers, and so on. But it's got one big weakness.
It is a finite resource that is required for all of RWBY's powers.
Petal Burst,
so if you get around it, you could.
Even powering up Crescent Rose takes juice and some aura. Once it's gone, RWBY's totally vulnerable.
And there's a second key factor regarding aura. It is specifically a manifestation of RWBY's soul.
And Maka's powers are all about taking on souls. Maka had lots of ways to break through RWBY's aura, like Soul Adagio.
And since Maka is exceptionally gifted at examining souls, she can definitely figure out how aura works.
But plot twist, what about RWBY's silver eyes? Her anti-grim eye beams. Turns out
I was nervous about that.
Her best secret weapon.
The negative power of Grim is quite similar to Madness wavelengths, which power Black Blood. Since anti-demon wavelengths can cancel out Black Blood, the silver eyes should achieve a similar effect.
But Maka and Soul's whole story is about reaching that perfect soul resonance. Asura tried every way in the book and more to separate their wavelengths and failed. And we already talked about how much stronger he is than RWBY. Maka takes powers, because when she rose to the occasion, RWBY didn't stand a semblance of a chance and bit the dust.
The winners are Maka Albarn and Soul Evans.
Wait, his name is Soul Evans? Next time on Death Battle.
Who we got next, bro? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Blade
Subscribe and join
Buffy
as a member to see
Slayer?
more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Death Battle got here. I was eating, man. That animation was fire. And hey, what can I say? I always make the right choices. At first, I was wavering a little bit. I was gonna pick RWBY just because she had the gun on her scythe. Like, come on now, you can't pick against that. But when I thought about it, I was like, what was really like on a power level scale? I feel like Maka was a little higher, bro. First of all, I don't even remember her getting launched to the moon. Was that in the anime? Comment down below. Was that in the anime? Because I do not remember that. But it's whatever, man. All I know is I was right. You feel me? Your boy ain't even wrong. So shout out to Death Battle. This is a fire episode. Comment down below who y'all think gonna win next week. Buffy or the next Death Battle. Buffy or Blade. You know I gotta go Blade. I gotta go Blade off the Ripper. I know Buffy a vampire slayer, but he ain't never slayed these time of vampires. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, that like button, that sub much, boy TK now. Let me know what you say to the channel. Get out of here.